Hi everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. Welcome to Thursday night's card making. Tonight we're going to make Easter cards. I'm going to show you how to use our new Nature Edge borders first to make a stencil for the clouds. And this was my first time ever doing this, so bear with me. I think it turned out pretty well for my first time. Okay, I took our Nature Edge borders in the slimline. And for tonight's card, I'm going to use all three of them. First, I'm going to use the clouds, though. I cut the clouds out on an 8.5 inch long piece of paper. And then I also made a template for my A2 card. So this is 5.5 inches long. And I cut 1/2 of this on one side and the other half on the other side. So I'm going to show you real quick what I did to make my clouds. I just took my stencil, or my mask, whatever you prefer to call it, kind of laid it down, started at the top, and this paper that I'm ink blending on is like a pearly white. It takes ink really nicely. That's why I chose to use that. Okay, I just did something like that, and then I turned it a little. And am I doing this the way that everybody else does it? I have no idea. I was just experimenting a little and trying to come up with what I liked. I'm gonna go this way with this. And I'm using the Simon Hurley, what's my color? Clear Skies. Then I just kept varying it like that all the way down until it looked like this. See, I don't think that's too terrible for my first ever attempt. Then I took the Snow Edge or Hills in the Nature Edge border set, whatever you want to call it, and I cut a piece of green out. Then I took the grass edges and cut another smaller piece of green. That's going to go right there. Then I took my green ink and I inked around the edges, and I kind of took a brush and just dabbed it to make it look a little textured. You can use a pen too and add little grass tufts in there if you'd like. I'm not going to do that today. All right, then we have our Build-A-Basket die. It's our wooden basket, and then there's a little piece of Easter grass in it. I cut the basket out in white and then rubbed a little bit of pink ink on it, and the grass out in green, and inked around the edges in green. Then I'm going to put a little glue on it as soon as I open up my glue again. Now this little opening right here is meant to match up with the opening in the basket. Kind of like that. Makes it look like there's grass in the basket. Then I took our little bunny peeps. Get our bunny peep set. That's right here. You get 5 different sizes in our bunny peep set. Look at this little guy. Isn't he cute? This is the size that I used tonight. Here's what they look like cut out. Then I just added our mask off of our Nurse Scrubs die and added 2 little eyes on them. I inked around the edges, like the yellow I inked around the edge in yellow, pink, pink, green, green, you get the idea. Yellow, I'm gonna put right in the center. We'll put a green and a pink on each side so that you have 3 little peeps in your baskets. Like that. Okay, our basket is all built. Now, to glue the basket down, and I'm just going to put dabs of glue a few places on the handle to keep it down. Maybe glue this part of the handle to the peep's ears. Okay. Turn that over. I want the handle to go almost to the top. Glue it down. I think I need some glue on the back of these peeps too. There's that. Now we can glue our grass piece down. They have some tulips that I want to stick behind this, so I'm only gluing the very bottom edge. There's that. Okay, let's grab our other pieces. Here are a couple of our tulips from our tulip die. I cut them out in green, and then the pearly paper again, I don't know if you can see that shimmer. And then I inked on them, I inked the tulip part yellow, so they're kind of a shimmery yellow. And the Happy Easter word, the Easter, is from our Easter fun words. And then the happy is from our season's add-on words. I cut out the shadow and the word on those. I'm gonna kind of lay everything out to see where I want it. Oh, I used our butterfly set also and cut out some cute little butterflies. We've got, let's see where I want my tulips first. I think I want this bigger one kind of in the front. A smaller one maybe way back here. Like that. I think so. Let's glue those down. Tuck it down in there so it looks like they're growing up out of the grass. And I'm not gluing on the tulips themselves, I'm just kind of letting those float free. I'm going to hang this off the edge of the card a little so it doesn't interfere with my bunny there. All right, now I was trying to remake a card that I made last spring when everything was first quarantined. Apparently I didn't do a very good job because the original card looks nothing like this. I must have had this idea in my head and just thought I made it. But I do know I made a card with the bunny peeps and the mask. And then I put Happy Easter on it. And then I took our quarantine word right here and put it across it. the quarantine word is made to look kind of like a cancellation stamp. You know, when they just kind of stamp the outline across your wording. That was what I was attempting to go for. So I think I'm going to glue my Happy and Easter down. Scooch that over a little more so they're spread out. Okay, grab my clipboard again so I can put some glue on this without getting it all over my mat. I thought by now we would be done with the needing the quarantine word on things, but it looks like we might be spending another Easter in our state quarantined. So, still relevant for this year, I guess. Okay, now the last step is just to take some of my little butterflies and stick them down. I bent the wings up a little bit so they look like they're flying a little. I'm going to use a green one, I think. And then I want a pink one. Put the pink one right down here. Okay, there's one card. Now let's turn it into a slimline. You guys know this is always my favorite part of the video. I don't know why. Because I always have an idea in my head for the A2, or I have my samples. When I get to the slimline, I just kind of wing it, and that's a lot more fun for me. Okay, I did everything the same on this card that I did on the A2, except I cut out 2 extra bunnies and put masks on them. So let's get our little bunnies in the basket again. I think that looks good. Maybe that little green guy just moved a little. Nope. Guys forgot to tell me I missed the grass. Now, can we get these guys back up to put the grass down? Let's see if we can just slide it right over them. And you don't have to use the grass if you don't want to. I just like to use it on, nope, we're gonna have to pull these guys up. I like to use it on Easter cards It adds a fun little element. Okay, now let's re-glue all of these little guys. Put our little green one in there. Glue our basket down again. And I won't forget to put glue on the bunnies this time. A little bit of glue on here. And for the handle on this basket, this little roped part, if you're using a low pressure machine like a Cuttlebug or something, you're definitely going to want to use a shim or a metal shim underneath of it to get that to cut all the way. If you have a higher pressure machine like the Big Shot or the Gemini, then you probably won't need it, but I just know that's hard to get that to cut out on a Cuttlebug. Look about centered, I think. And I'm using a 4" by 8.5" slimline tonight again. I'm using a lot more of the 4". I guess I like that size better. Now put him over here. I think I'm gonna swap it out. Just because I'm gonna tuck this one down more and we have the purple word to go across here. Now this card I am not gonna put the quarantine on, I'm just gonna leave it as is, the Happy Easter words. Tuck that little one in there. And hopefully I'm doing good on my time. I know the last 2 videos we've had to load them in 2 sections because I ran over on time on one, and the other one I didn't have enough storage space on my phone. So hopefully we can get this all in one video. Okay, there's my Happy Easter. And then this one I only did 2 tulips. See, I could probably ink this one that I have already here real quick and put them like that, I think. Trying to get my son's attention to check my time, but he's ignoring me. Am I under 29 minutes?
19.
Okay, we're still plenty good on time, so I am gonna ink this other set of tulips. See how pretty those look with that pearly paper behind them? I don't know if looking at them on the camera does them any justice, but they really are pretty in person. Show those down there a little bit more. Then our last step is just to put our little butterflies on. So let's find some spots for them. this one in the grass over here. And the purple one probably flying in the air. Up over here. These guys. We haven't used a green one. Let's use a green one. Where should we put this green one? And put it on the peeps' ears. Or on the tulip. Let's put it on the tulip. And we'll put a pink one on the basket. Let's put going this way. Nope. Okay. Like to put one more somewhere. Don't really want a yellow there. Don't want a purple on that. Let's put a purple over on this blade of grass. Well, do it. No, let's put a yellow. Okay, there we are. These are Happy Easter Slimline and A2 cards. Thank you for watching Thursday night's video. Next week, I think we're going to work on some more spring cards, but not so much Easter, just with some flowers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week, Tuesday.